everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your July 2019 monthly tarot forecast. I just wanted to very quickly, guys, make a quick introduction video showing you the decks that I'm going to be using for this month's forecast. I am switching it up just a little bit, so if you do like this new format, definitely let me know. You can comment below, also like the video, share the video. So what I'm doing here for the month of July is I am using the Celtic Cross spread. I'm going in with the Crystal Visions tarot deck for that. And then what I normally do is I normally will use the Hanson Roberts deck if I feel the need to clarify anything. So what I'm doing this month is I'm going to be doing a second layer with the Hanson Roberts deck. So I'm putting down a second layer just to go more in depth with the Hanson Roberts deck. And then if I feel the need to clarify any further, what I'm doing this month is I'm going in with the Gypsy Oracle cards. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to be pulling you an overall additional guidance card for the month. The deck that I'm using for that is the Witchlings Oracle deck by Paulina Cassidy. And then I am also going to be pulling you a career-focused oracle from the Life Purpose Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Focusing on love and relationship matters using the Romance Angel Oracle deck, also by Doreen Virtue. And then we are going to be looking at health and well-being using the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. So again, guys, if this is something that you like, definitely let me know below in the comments. If you are ever interested in how I do my private readings, I use a similar format. Instead of using the 2 layers, I actually use 4 for my private readings. So if you're ever wondering how I do my private readings, that's exactly how I do them. If you are interested in purchasing a private reading, my link is below for my website, northeasttarot.com. You can purchase a reading from my online store. If you prefer to pay with PayPal, I do have a PayPal link below, so you can use PayPal. And if you are interested in purchasing a gift card for someone, I am now offering gift cards for sale on my website as well. So that link is below if that's something you're interested in. All right, guys, so stay tuned for the reading. Hi, Scorpio. This is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your July 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, for this reading, I'm using the Crystal Visions tarot deck. I also will be going in with a second layer. I will be using the Hanson Roberts tarot deck for that. If I feel the need to clarify anything, I will use the Gypsy Oracle cards. I also am pulling you an overall additional guidance card, a relationship-focused oracle, a career-focused oracle, and then a health and well-being oracle. So lots of additional guidance. If you like this new format, definitely let me know. All right. Scorpio, July 2019. What does Scorpio need to know? All right, Scorpio, so the overall energy for you guys for July 2019 is Temperance. Very nice. So Temperance does speak about moderation, balance, patience, and so let's see here. For some of you, something could be happening gradually. For some of you, you might need to be patient with something. Also, maybe finding the right balance or finding the right combination for something here in July. Let's see what's underneath it. Okay, interesting. We have Temperance. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Nine of Wands. So this is a lot of like very passionate energy. This is someone who's motivated. So maybe some of you that I'm reading for, Nine of Wands, you could have been waiting on something for quite a while, but it's something that you're very passionate about. Seven of Wands energy is like someone who's not backing down. Their mind is made up, especially with this combination. So some of you that I'm reading for, you have this goal. You're not about to quit or change your mind. This is something you're incredibly focused on, and maybe you're dealing with divine timing. Some of you also might need to weigh your options when it comes to this. And then we have the Chariot here, which can speak about forward movement. So if you've been dealing with this for a while, I see the energy increasing for you. Something's going to pick up here. Now, it might require, Scorpio, for you to kind of take matters into your own hands here and jump in the driver's seat. So weigh those options, especially if you've been dealing with something for quite a while. Weigh those options. You might need to find like the right combination as far as making that progress with something here. So very interesting. Right at the center, I do have the Knight of Pentacles crossed by Justice. So some of you that I'm reading for, Scorpio, this is maybe with a legal matter, with justice. Maybe needing to weigh the options if you've, had like a legal matter that's been drawn out, it's been ongoing. Also, Knight of Pentacles energy and Temperance, something happening at a little bit of a slower pace for some of you. But if you're waiting on that legal resolution or that legal decision to come in, I feel like it is coming in here in July. Justice will be served, but for some of you, it might not be at the start of the month. You might need to be a little patient here. I'd say the first half of the month. For some of you, could be hearing something mid-month, but needing to be patient. Also, balance. Balance is important for some of you. So really, that's with anything. So all things in moderation, especially spending. For some of you, maybe pay attention to how much you're spending here in July. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here. For those of you that are waiting on, if it's not legal, I mean, you could be waiting on some sort of financial news or something with a contract. And yes, because it's a general reading, for some of you, it could be happening at the start of the month, but I feel more like the second, third week. Some of you, it could be at the end of the month as well. You have this like shift in the energy, Scorpio. So here prior at your foundation, I do have the Four of Pentacles. So you could have been very focused on your finances here prior, looking at maybe your savings accounts, things like that. For some of you, maybe trying to save more money, spending more conservatively. So for some of you, might still be doing that. But your focus was on your finances. For some, this is your goal, which is maybe feeling financially secure. And what's interesting is here in the recent past, Scorpio, I have the Five of Swords. And so the Five of Swords, maybe for some of you in June at some time, Scorpio, you might have felt defeated. You could have been lied to or stabbed in the back, betrayed. For some Scorpios, this is you feeling challenged, definitely. Wronged in some way, like something wasn't fair. But justice is coming in. And yes, for some of you, that could be at the start of the month. You could be hearing something with the Knight of Pentacles and Justice. But others, it might happen around the second, third week, but justice is coming in. Just the simple fact that we have justice here. Justice will be served. And so justice is a karmic energy. So if you were wronged in some way, Scorpio, if you were wronged in some way, if someone betrayed you, or if something just wasn't fair, maybe this is even like within your career or a legal matter. I could even be reading for some Scorpios that you're moving towards maybe suing someone, fighting for what you feel is right. Because, I mean, underneath Temperance here, which Temperance for me is a powerful spiritual energy. Here we have the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So some of you are going to fight for what you believe is right, what you feel you deserve. So some of you are moving towards maybe pursuing something legally. And if that's the case, you know, justice will be served. For some of you, it might require taking legal action. And if you haven't done that already, it could have been because you didn't have the money or you just didn't want to spend the money. But some of you, I mean, you might be changing your mind. Here, crowning you, we have the Star. And so this is a very optimistic energy. I like that we have the Star crowning you, Scorpio, because you're optimistically moving forward. You're hopeful. You're inspired. And so if you are pursuing something legally here, if you're going to fight for what's right, for some of you, I mean, Temperance and the Star, which you don't see come up in the same spread too often, for some of you, you're definitely spiritually protected here at this time. Listen to your intuition. This is in the recent past. So this is behind you, which is good. This is behind you. Some of you are getting over this. You're healing. Others, you're optimistically moving forward. For those of you that this is something on the relationship front, if this is on the relationship front, some of you, you could have maybe drew that line in the sand. You could have given someone like an ultimatum. Maybe there was deception, something like that. Especially maybe you married Scorpios. But coming up here around the second week, in the near future, I have the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you, this is money coming in. Those of you that already have like an ongoing legal matter, like a lawsuit, this could be a settlement. There could be money coming in here around this time. Those of you that have been moving towards something slowly, making that slow but steady progress, this is maybe what you've been fighting for. So this could be a change in jobs. This could be a raise, a promotion. For some of you, this is coming in here around the second week. And so Five of Swords, you could have felt, you know, challenged within your career, dealing with challenging situations, people. There could have been conflicts. But here we have this solid new beginning that's coming in. Ace of Pentacles, and then in the position of your power, we have the Sun. And so this is someone who's content. You're happy. You're content at this time. Prior, some of you were not, but here at this time, around the second, third week, you're happy. Some of you are healing. You might have an increase in energy here at this time. There could be some Scorpios that you're in the spotlight, especially if this is a new job or a promotion. Some of you are in the spotlight. But this is success, happiness. And then in the position of how others are viewing you, we do have the Three of Wands. And so those of you that this is a new job, or it is a raise or promotion, for some of you, I mean, you could be viewed as like you still have more work to do. I mean, that could be you being viewed like that by your employer. Three of Wands energy, for me, threes speak about growth. So something is growing and progressing and expanding. But for some of you, as far as like your ships coming in, maybe reaching a certain level, there's still a little bit more work that you have to do. But as long as you're willing to work hard and not give up, your ships will come in. Three of Wands also, for me, represents someone who is thinking about the long-term future. So those of you that are partnered, this is you thinking about the future, maybe quite a bit here at this time. For those of you that have already been thinking about something quite a bit, you could be taking action here at this time. You know, and basically executing some of those ideas, those plans that you already made prior, with the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands here in the hopes and fears. For some of you, you've already thought quite a bit about certain things. And I feel like this is you executing those things here with the Three of Wands. And so this is around the third week, third week. Some of you are seeing growth here at this time. And then what's beautiful is we have the Two, we have the Three, and then you're leaving the month with the Four of Wands. And so for some Scorpios, I mean, this is you feeling very secure, financially secure here at this time. Others, this is your ships coming in. You could be reaching a goal. Some of you Scorpios are celebrating this success here right at the end of the month. Four of Wands. You've created a strong, solid foundation for yourself. Those of you that don't work for a living, a home could be significant. This could be what maybe was taking a little while. So maybe some of you are moving house, could be signing a contract or a lease, weighing your options as far as maybe where you're going to move. And so this could be you getting settled. Maybe some of you are going to have a party here at this time. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's going to be a very positive month for you, Scorpio. I think that you have a lot to look forward to. And if someone did something to you, wronged you in some way, justice will be served. Now, let's go ahead and add an additional layer here, just to go more in depth. Scorpio for the month of July 2019. What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, here's the Nine of Cups. So some of you, a wish is coming true. Looking at July for Scorpio. Okay, So here at the bottom of this deck, I have the Knight of Pentacles. So this energy, definitely very significant. So Knight of Pentacles, for some of you, will be some sort of financial opportunity or news that's coming in. Also, if you're waiting for maybe like an offer on your house, so you could move house, something like that. For some of you, we see an offer coming in. So here we have the High Priestess crossed by the Eight of Pentacles. So High Priestess, listen to your intuition. Some of you, this Knight of Pentacles energy definitely could be a little bit more of a cautious energy for you, Scorpio. Maybe you're moving forward with something at your own pace. Also, the High Priestess energy, she's a little quiet, a little secretive. So some of you are maybe making moves within your career. Maybe you're keeping it to yourself here. Eight of Pentacles. If you're landing a new job, or maybe you know that you're going to be promoted. I mean, you could be keeping something a secret. And then we have the Sun here. So now we have the Sun twice, Scorpio, which for me can be, the Sun can come in and highlight certain things. So for some of you, there will be clarity of some kind coming in. There could be something you're finding out here. For many of you, that's going to be the second, third week. But also the Sun represents happiness, success. And so here I think that this was what you were waiting on. Waiting on success with landing a new job, or what it is that you've been fighting for, what it is that you're so passionate about. And then here in the recent past, we have the Two of Rods with the Five of Swords. And so maybe you were waiting on a decision from someone. Maybe you feel betrayed by this person. Others, you experience some sort of challenges, and this was you planning, basically, what you're going to do. And some of you are maybe choosing to take legal action. Or maybe if this is with your employer, if you feel just, maybe you've been working so hard to be promoted, but maybe something happened that just wasn't fair. Maybe they keep like kind of skipping over you and not considering you. Something happened for some of you that just wasn't fair. But, you know, if you've been working very hard, for some of you, I feel like you have blessings coming in because you deserve them. So here we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Star. So now you have the Ace of Pentacles twice. And so we have this solid new beginning. For some of you, it's more money coming in. Could be a settlement of some kind, but this is what you're focused on. Yes, this is behind you, but this is where your focus is, at least the first half of the month here. So this is very positive. Stay optimistic when it comes to this new beginning, which you are. Eight of Cups, I think you're focused on just moving forward, leaving this Five of Swords in the past, really. I think you're just focused, Scorpio, on just putting everything behind you, moving on. Here in the position of your power, I have the Sun with the Queen of Rods. So some of you Scorpios that I'm reading for, you have fire in your chart, or this is how you're coming off as here at this time. So very motivated. Queen of Rods energy, fired up, passionate, ambitious, creative. She's a go-getter. She makes things happen. So some of you might see an increase in energy at this time. You could be multitasking. In the position of how others are viewing you, we have that Three of Wands with the Emperor. So the Emperor is the boss. And so some of you are maybe moving up within your career. You might be the boss, or you might have some sort of authority or power. For those of you that you're getting into a relationship, something could be taking root with an Emperor at this time. So this could be with a male character. Those of you that you're seeing growth within your career, maybe with the company that you work for, yeah, I think that some of you are incredibly ambitious here at this time. So, you know, if that's something that you want, if you've been trying to move up within your career, I feel like you're going to make it happen. So some of you, you are going to maybe be the boss. Some of you are definitely moving towards a promotion. Others, you could be dealing with this male character here at this time, around the 3rd week. In the hopes and fears, I have that 2 of Wands. And then I have the Devil, which is you fearing not being able to move forward, something not growing, feeling stuck, not being able to move forward, not being able to unchain yourself. For some of you, could be dealing with a Capricorn. And then energy, this is interesting. Energy that you're leaving July, going into August, we have that beautiful 4 of Wands. We have the 5 of Rods. So those of you that are in a relationship, 5 of Rods is really a petty energy. So those of you that are partnered, or at this time, if you're spending more time with family, loved ones, pick and choose your battles. 5 of Rods can be a couple of individuals that are incredibly passionate, you know, about something, but there might be like a clashing of energies. So meeting your match, someone just as passionate as you are. For those of you that are moving up within your career, you could be taking on some competition. For some of you, that's maybe what you're fighting for. For some of you, you're going to beat the competition. But we will dig a little bit deeper here. We will take a look at this 4 of Wands and the 5 of Rods. I really feel like some of you are beating the competition here. Those of you that don't work for a living, maybe you're retired, if you're spending a lot of time with loved ones or within the home here at this time, pick and choose your battles. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so the card that came out was Death. So if you've been dealing with like little challenges, little hurdles that you've had to overcome, for some of you, you're seeing this change, this great change. Something could be ending. If that's the case, something new coming in. For some of you, this is the ending of dealing with challenges. We have Death with joyfulness and Sweetheart. So those of you that there's been maybe some bickering or a clashing of energies within a relationship, with the Sweetheart card. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like this is an ending to these challenges. So some of you, maybe what's needed is going out and spending some time with loved ones, needing to be more carefree and lighthearted. Don't take everything so seriously. There could be some of you getting into a relationship. Some of you might have someone coming in, but maybe there was like a lot of competition around this person. Maybe a lot of people were interested in this person. This could be a friend. So yeah, some of you, you might have like a relationship that's developing here with a friend. And maybe they're, you know, maybe they're someone who's like very popular. They have a lot of people interested in them. So that's interesting. And that could be here with Temperance, you kind of finding the right combination, the right way to make something happen here. But I am pulling you an additional guidance card, Scorpio, for July. What else does Scorpio need to know? And also joyfulness with the Four of Wands. That speaks about celebrations. Your ship's coming in. Success. All right, focusing on career for Scorpio. Career, July 2019. All right, focusing on love life, love and relationship matters for Scorpio. All right, so we have 2 cards that want to come out. All right, and then focusing on health and well-being, Scorpio, July 2019. All right, so the overall additional guidance card that I have for you, Scorpio, we have confidence. Self-confidence opens you to the energy required to carry you through each day at your very best. And so some of you needing to move forward confidently, needing to believe in yourself. So yeah, move forward confidently. No matter what happened to you in the past, have confidence, which I definitely see some of you having here in July, focusing on career. We have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So maybe some of you are going to be going back to school. So some of you may be needing to go back to school, or if you're moving up within your career, maybe it's going to be required, Scorpio, of you for you to take some classes or a class, something like that. Looking at love and relationship matters. We have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And then we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So some of you, maybe a family relationship is healing. Something could have happened with like a family member, and that's a relationship that's healing, but what's being asked of you, Scorpio, is for you to surrender and go with the flow. Allow something to happen in the way it's meant to. Don't try to control everything. And then for other Scorpios, if a relationship needs to heal, same thing goes, releasing that control. You and your significant other could have went through some challenges, but there is this healing energy that's coming in, but very much needing to stay open-minded, stay positive, allow things to happen, and at the time they're meant to happen, and then focusing on health and well-being, alternative medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. And so if you've been dealing with something, I am not a doctor, but this is just to give you a little extra guidance in this area of your life. Maybe some of you, maybe there's like some sort of alternative that might work for you. Some of you might need to at least look at that here in July. If there's been, something you've been dealing with, and that really could be anything. But if you've been dealing with something, maybe for some of you needing to look at some sort of alternative medicine, which could be like a natural remedy. And so for some of you, that might be, you know, any sort of natural remedy, using something natural. For example, like if you're lacking in the sleep department, there could be a tea that you can drink at night that helps you basically relax and fall asleep quickly. There might be some sort of alternative for you. So maybe like drinking a tea versus maybe taking medication. So look at that alternative, Scorpio. Again, I'm not a doctor, but this is just to give you a little extra guidance in this area of your life. But overall, I think that it's going to be a very positive month for you. Yes, we see that some of you went through some challenges, but we see you moving towards new beginnings here. You have the Ace of Pentacles twice. We see you moving towards success, new beginnings, and we see you moving forward optimistically here. So this is, you know, this is very good. Very, very good. Listen to your intuition. If you feel the need to keep your ideas to yourself, especially those of you that this is like a career matter, something going on in the workplace, if you feel the need to keep things to yourself, then do that. Okay, Scorpio? So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month.